Hi there, StormTrek. Thanks a lot for your video response. I appreciate it a lot. And as for my name, don't worry about it, man, because more people has problem pronouncing my name, so it's no big deal. It's no big deal. And let's get straight to the issue at hand. In your video response, you are sort of accusing me for regurgitating Sam Harris. And in a sense, I suppose you're right, because I was defending Sam Harris, and therefore I'm using a few of the terminology that he uses in his public appearances. And by the way, the reason I made that video is because Sam Harris got totally owned in that debate. It got totally destroyed, in my opinion. And therefore, but I feel that that shouldn't take away from his overall message, and that is the reason I made that video, and that is the reason I phrased certain things the way I did. But in retrospect, I should have paid more attention to the words that I was using. But anyways, let's get straight to the point. When we say that there is a taboo on religion that must be broken, it does indeed imply that nobody ever criticized religion, that we just leave religion alone. And obviously that is a misrepresentation. And you're right when you say that. You're absolutely right. But still, I stand by my points. I still stand by the points being made by Sam Harris. Why? Let me thrash it out a little bit more. What do I think Sam Harris was talking about when he was using the words that he used? Okay, like I said in my previous video, Sam Harris said that religion is the biggest conversation stopper. And yes, religion is being criticized from left and right. I'm sorry. Religion is being criticized left and right. Yes, that does happen. But where does this criticism stop? And more often than not, in my opinion, the criticism stops as soon as someone says, "This is my religion, and therefore you have to respect it." And that is a taboo that has to be broken. So it is not that religion is not being criticized at all. No, it is that the conversation stops as soon as someone brings up the trump card of religion. So let me give you a few examples. And I'm not entirely sure how it is in America, because obviously I cannot sit here in my bedroom here in the Netherlands and tell you how the situation is in America. Like, hey man, in America things go like this and that. Don't you know anything about America? No. Obviously I'm not going to make a complete fool of myself. I have to bow to your first-person experience. Everything I know about America is what I read in the newspaper and what I see on the news. So let me give you a few examples here in the Netherlands. Let me give you a few examples from the Muslim community. Because obviously, when Sam Harris was criticizing religion, he was not only criticizing Christianity, but he was also criticizing Islam. So let me start by mentioning a few success stories. There was this controversy here in the Netherlands, and this was like a few months ago, so it's not like 20 years ago or 30 years ago. It is not ancient history. It happened this year. There was this controversy where Muslim women refusing treatment for male doctors just because he is male. And in some cases, this almost led to lethal consequences. And if we would have sit here and say, "Wow, it is their religion, let us respect it," think about the consequences, man. Think about the people that has to suffer if we just let the conversation stop when someone brings up religion. And this is recent news. This is in the year 2007. It's not like 20 years ago. It's the year 2007. So apparently, the conversation did stop when someone brings up religion, because I cannot think of any secular reason why someone will refuse treatment from a doctor simply because the doctor was male. Maybe I'm committing the fallacy of personal incredulity, but seriously, I cannot think of any reason why someone will refuse treatment. But this is a success story, because now there's a law for someone to refuse treatment just because he's male. So this is a success story. So let me bring up a second story, a second example. Here in the Netherlands, a female teacher refused to shake the hands of her male colleagues just because they are male. Can you think of any secular reason why someone will refuse to shake the hands of another man, of a man? Sorry, I can't. So if we would have sit here and say, "Well, this is their religion, let us respect it," think about the consequences, man. Think about how this will go. Think about the repercussions, man. But this is another success story, because now the teacher got fired. It is a bit harsh, But ultimately, I think this is a good thing to do. Maybe I have to explain myself in another video, but I think this is a success story. But let me give you the last example, which is not a success story, or we don't know how this will end. This is a story that was this month, September 2007. Story: women in Saudi Arabia are issuing a petition to King Abdullah for the right to drive a car. Yes, the right to drive a car. So apparently, it is forbidden in the year 2007 for women in Saudi Arabia to drive a car. Can you think of any secular reason why this might be the case? I certainly can. So apparently, here in the year 2007, what is my point? My point is, this is a religious issue. So apparently, the conversation stops when someone brought up religion. When someone said, "This is our religion, let us just respect it." So to summarize my video, yes, you're right. You're right when you say it is ridiculous to claim that religion is never being criticized. But, and obviously, especially in America, there's plenty of criticism to religion. But how often does the conversation stop? How often does the criticism stop as soon as someone brings up the issue of religion? Think about it. And again, thank you for your video response. I appreciate it a lot. I appreciate the conversation. And the people that are watching this, that are lowballing your video, I think it's not fair, man. It's not fair, because you are being polite and you bring up a lot of good points. So the people that are lowballing your video with low ratings, stop it, man. It's childish. Anyways, thank you for watching my videos, and stay tuned for more.